Hey GPS fam, it's Nick here with another community showcase. Before we get into that, take a second to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. It helps us keep making cool content like this. Now, let's get into the video. Hey guys, it's Nick here with another showcase. Today we have Ward Wilbanks, Daddy's Que N Brew on Instagram. How you doing?
Doing wonderful, man. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Well, you're the first one. We just got our merch in today. So you're the first one to see the merch.
Oh, that's awesome.
It'll go up. Yeah, it'll go up on YouTube and probably like by next Friday. So, we're sending Preston here. We have merch, we have hoodies and stuff too that we just got in today. So happy to have you on. Tell us a little bit more about, who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff.
Awesome. Well, my name is Ward Wilbanks, and I'm actually a high school administrator in East Texas, in Athens, Texas. Used to be an ag teacher. I taught ag mechanics. And so we used to build some pits out in the shop and kind of piddled around with cooking on a little bit of everything from stick burners, and now kind of settled into the wheelhouse of Traegers.
Cool.
And so that's what we use most of the time now.
Awesome. Are you born and raised and stuff in Texas, or?
I was actually born and raised in Athens, Texas, where I teach now, but
sweet.
then I graduated a little further west from here in Waxahachie, Texas, but have always been in this area with the exception of college. So
awesome. Sweet. Did your so you talk about like being in ag and stuff, and was that kind of just happened to like you started building pits and stuff with them because you've had a history with it, or is it something that you just kind of picked up on, or where does the cooking background and stuff come from?
Well, so I actually have an ag background. We raised animals growing up, showed animals, the whole works, and then
sweet.
I went to school at A&M for an animal science degree.
Oh, awesome.
Wasn't going to be an ag teacher. I actually wanted to go into pharmaceuticals, but then things, life changes, and you kind of find your niche. And I really enjoyed teaching and teaching agriculture. And then about 6 or 7 years in education, I started teaching my first ag mech shop class.
Oh, sweet.
And really enjoyed it, building trailers. And then we kind of involved into building some pits and fire pits and different style of cookers like Santa Maria's and some cowboy cookers, things like that, Discados. And so it was just, I don't know, it was a good way to find ways to build cookers and involve my hobbies into the class too.
Exactly. So, I mean, you have, your big following on Instagram. You almost have, I'm looking right now, almost 7,200 followers, which is great. Once you pass, the 5,000 followers, you're considered, growing and everything like that. So, with that, how, did stuff start off small? Because I know you do like the whole catering thing. You talked to me about, you're actually right now as we talk, you're on your way to do a little something. So have you always been, did you always know catering was the way to do it? Or was it kind of start off with family stuff, or what was that process?
Actually, I'll tell you, we got really heavy into cooking outside a lot when we got sent home in March of 2020.
Gotcha.
My wife is also a high school teacher.
Oh, cool.
And so we both got sent home, and we were teaching from home, but that still gave you a lot of time to do things. And so that's when I got my first pellet smoker, and we started cooking on it almost every day. It didn't matter what it was. We started making, my wife was cooking banana nut bread on it and whatever we could find. Yeah, it was, and once summer hit, it was a great way not to your kitchen in your house. Yeah. And so somewhere my wife was diagnosed with colon cancer November the 2nd of 2020. And we had to have some immediate surgery and go into chemo and start that process. Well, I needed a way to kind of blow off steam whenever everybody was home. And so going outside and cooking was that for me. Well, she started pushing me about, right right after Christmas, you know, you start an actual barbecue account.
Cool.
And then I was talking to some other friends like Jordan at PNW Traeger on Instagram, and he kind of gave me the final push on actually New Year's night. He said, "Dude, just do it." And so I did on January 2nd. We started the page January 2nd of 2021, and it's just been crazy how quickly it's grown and the amount of engagement we've gotten. I mean, that's the greatest thing, is getting to see new ideas from other people, but also share your ideas. I mean, I got a brisket on there that who'd have thought it'd be over 35,000 likes.
Yeah, nuts.
It's been shared. I can't even remember how many times. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
that's
so
crazy.
it's that was just the being able to interact with people you never interact with. I've got friends now all over the world, really. Some that I chat with daily because they're going through some of the same stuff we're going through at home. And so it's nice to visit with them. And plus we bounce ideas off of it. It's a great community. Yeah,
exactly. That's something, you know, we've talked, I'm not sure if you've looked at any of our other, you know, showcases or listened to any, but, you know, we've had Chuck's Flavor Train on here. We've had Willys Soto Adventures.
This video is powered by Golden Protective Services, the industry leader in restaurant safety products. Not only does Golden Protective provide awesome services for restaurant safety programs, but their products can be used in a variety of settings, such as tattoo shops, home cooking, landscaping, automotive, and more. Visit GPS Gloves today so you can grab a pair of gloves and see for yourself why they are everyone's favorite glove company.
Fat guy on here. We've had Sable's Table out in Pittsburgh. So that's like the, you know, the steady theme throughout, you know, talking to the barbecue community specifically has been, you know, it's everyone cooks, you know, everyone has their own thing, but like the transfer of ideas from, you know, like Texas style from you to, you know, over in California, you know, where you have Willie and Chuck doing their own thing and, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other. I think that's, you know, where the beauty and the, you know, interaction between the food industry, especially the barbecue industry, really can like blow up, as you said. I mean, you said you have your own kind of things. I know I'm looking at your last post right here, you know, it was that the gumbo. Yeah, the gumbo, but then, you know, the rest of your page, you have brisket, meat, some fish on here. That I also saw that sweet potato casserole dish you had on there. It's just, you know, it's crazy because, you know, in my world, like I'm into sports and stuff, specifically soccer. And like with soccer, you know, you can only deviate so far from certain things, you know, whether it be, you know, your team, different formations, all that. But the thing I've noticed about the barbecue industry definitely has been, you know, the differentiation between it all and growing off of each other. And that's something that I see is very, very cool within the industry.
That's kind of actually why we're on the road right now. One of the things we branched out into is doing some pop-ups and then some caterings. Cool. And I've picked up a catering for a group of medical offices that one of the things they wanted was, besides the normal barbecue fare, was a vegan option.
Oh, gotcha.
Which, you know, in the barbecue industry, it's, I mean, we're known for meat. And so, but wanting to be accommodating and do whatever I can, I said, sure. And we started researching it and we found a couple of vegan options. And so we're in the search for some jackfruit because in my little town of Athens, Texas, there is no jackfruit. Yeah. And so we're going to the next town over to get some so I can make that option for them, the jackfruit pulled pork. Cool. And so it's kind of expanding, figuring things out. When I get asked on anything you want, we can be as fancy as you want, or we can just do traditional barbecue fare.
Cool. What is you know, with everything, you know, you say you've branched out into, you know, this catering side of things and everything like that. What has been your favorite thing to cater? Is it the offices? Is it, you know, family dinners? What has been kind of the thing that has stuck with you the most?
You know, I think that for me, I really enjoy doing small office parties or private dinners because you get immediate feedback almost. I can, the afternoon of, say, hey, thank you for letting me cater. When you get a chance, let me know how it was. And you get that immediate, hey, it was great. It was amazing. Some of your larger events, you don't get that right away. It's kind of delayed. I think for me, there's also sometimes there's more stress involved in a smaller cook because it's more personal.
Yeah.
It makes sense. The bigger cooks, I may just do all brisket and all pork butt. It's pretty easy. Yes, it's time consuming because of the amount, but there's also not a personal connection. So I really like the smaller events. Yeah.
Awesome. You mentioned being, involved with your high school and everything like that, your wife as well, but aside from, what the people will see on Instagram, your cooks and everything else, what are some other things that you enjoy doing apart from being by the grill?
Well, we have a 6-year-old foster son who is, like yourself, obsessed with soccer and baseball. And so when we're not at school and I'm not doing admin duty at the sports for high school, we're usually at practice or games for soccer or baseball. I play guitar, used to play in praise band, have been kind of out of that because while we're in treatment for my wife too, my mom also has mantle cell and I'm her caretaker for that. So we kind of just, our biggest, is probably our biggest off time. It's just family.
Awesome. Moving on, we like to ask, before we wrap these kind of things up is, if you could sit down with any one person in history and get a drink with and talk about, life with, or motivation, inspiration, who would it be and why?
Anthony Bourdain. And that may get said a lot. I like the rawness. I like how real he was. I think he would be he'd be real with you. You could probably ask him anything and he'd give you a straight answer.
That's a good one. Well, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day. I mean, you're a busy guy. You sacrifice time in the car just to speak with us. So we appreciate that a lot. We'll stay in contact for sure. So everybody go check out Daddy's Que N Brew on Instagram. Show him some love. Check out his awesome dishes. Send him a message. And hey, if you're in Athens, Texas area, maybe you can cater your next event or something.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Ward. I'll be in contact. And about that jackfruit, I hope you guys have, enough room in that Jeep because those things are huge.
I know. They're saying
they're massive.
Like a 14-pound average, it was saying when I was looking at the website. That's crazy.
Yeah, so. It looks like a big, scary watermelon kind of thing. So awesome. Well, I hope the food's great tonight. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. No problem. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, drop a like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you or someone you know has a story to tell and wants to be entered on our show, shoot us a DM on Instagram or TikTok, and we'll be in touch. Till then, catch all you glove gangsters next time.